Hey friends, Ben Whittick here with the Lake Country Doors, and this is going to be the Lake Country Doors experience. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What a day. Starting out, it's about 6 a.m. right now, and Paulie and I are going to go get a post office fixed up today. So that's going to be fun. Start our hour trek. We'll keep you guys informed. And tell you what, I think I hear old Paulie right now. There he is, coming to pick me up. We're not gonna stop at the shop today, friends. We're gonna get her done. Just the two of us today, rock and roll, that's all you need. I just wanted to interject in here quick. We have talked about making a YouTube channel, just because we haven't seen any that are really informative on doors. We don't recommend that you try to do it on your own, but there's a lot of people that are, maintenance at other buildings, and a lot of do-it-yourselfers. And even though they can be dangerous, and we don't recommend you do it unless you have the proper training, we'd like to have something where you have the ability to look it up and kind of see how stuff is done, rather than have you going at it blind. That being said, this is going to be the start of our YouTube channel, and Paul's not knowing we're starting it today, but we're gonna. So bear with us. I'm sure we'll get better at this, but just thought I'd interject here while we're editing and just kind of let everybody know, and we'll go from here. A little bit of commercial, we'll do some residential, we'll get into some loading docks a little bit, and just have a good time with it and see where it goes. But just wanted to be able to put something out here that we can have some fun with, and put some knowledge out there for some people too. So we'll get better at it, and we'll see how it goes. The old chariot awaits. Good morning, friend.
Good morning.
Here we go. Worst part of the day. 4 trucks every single day, nonstop. Oh boy, look at this. We got here, Paul.
Brand new panel destroyed.
Get it back together. We'll get her working. All right, so see what we done here. It's probably gonna need to have the panel replaced, but use some angle here to shore it up, get it straightened back out so that it's pretty close to straight, and it'll run without pinching up, without tagging the photo eyes. So we'll get a panel coated out for them, but here we go. This one's running. Got one more to work on down there, but got this one going here with a little bending action, little straightening action. Get it shored up good. Got to keep your mail coming. All right, got one. Now we got another one to work on here. So do what we can over here and get moving on. This one's in okay shape, and I don't know what we're gonna find on this one, but we'll find out. This one's been worked on already. It's got newer springs up there, and looks like the opener's been changed out, but yeah, see what we got. Looks like no power to the photo eyes right off the bat. Nothing lit up there. So that's not promising. Nothing lit up there. That's not promising. So we should have no operation here. Nothing. Nothing. All right, gonna grab some ladders. If you tie your rope right, you just grab this. Clink. She's off. Just gotta tie them right. Oh, there goes my way in. Give it a little knock here. There we go.
Hope it runs. It's fine.
So it's probably a tension issue. Because she's heavy. Yeah, we gotta add some tension. So right here, we're both kind of diagnosing without really diagnosing, just making some guesses based on what we see and what we're finding, but we'll dig into it real good. Is that open or close it wasn't want to do?
It didn't. Like just those 2 times I hit close, it didn't go. And I don't feel like that's all the way either.
No.
Because look where the markers, where the arm should be.
Yeah.
On the rail.
Yeah. Let's add tension to this door first. Get this door opening, right? So at this point, I had tried the door by hand and it was extremely unbalanced. And based on the no photo eyes, Paul had started looking at the electrical a little bit while I was getting the ladder out. And we found that the opener did have some operation, but it was inconsistent. A lot of non-closing, a lot of non-opening on commands. Sometimes it'd run full cycle, sometimes it wouldn't. So we know that there's definitely 2 issues going on here. It's going to be tension, new springs on there. Was it put in correctly? Was it not? Was it repaired correctly? Just an oversight on someone else? What happened? We'll dig into that and see what we could figure out and see if we can't get it corrected while we're on site. As far as the opener, we know we're going to have to dig into that and see where we're having the issues from. Is it going to be radio device related? Is it going to be some of the accessory related, whether it's the access cards, the loops, the photo entrapment sensors, the bottom edge sensors? Is it going to be internal in the opener? So these are all things that we're gonna look at, and we might not get them all on film on this one, but these are the things we're looking at. So first and foremost, we started with the door, and then we're gonna go into the opener as well, and make sure everything's running correctly.
Not much on them.
Maybe 6/4.
Not much on that.
No. That's what happens when unqualified people do work before, and then you gotta come behind them and fix it. Paulie's still a little camera shy. Hopefully we get over this. I bet it's still real heavy. I need change. So at this point, we're not saying it, but both of us are wondering, you know, who the heck came in here and did a repair like this on a spring replacement and drum replacement and has it this far off? That's just not right. That's not the way to leave something. So that's got new springs on it. All these doors are the same. So we'll end up measuring to be sure. But just want to take a quick glance over here and see what we got visually. These look like they should be replaced soon. Rusted up real good. Which usually metal fails when it rusts. So, but visually, we'll see what these springs look like. If they look the same or not. Or if somebody put the wrong ones on. Because the door's heavy. Like, she's heavy, friends. Real heavy. So, we'll see what we got. See if we can add enough tension to get by. I think that's what's ruining this new opener, unfortunately. Somebody should have caught that. Because that's new. Visually, they are not the same springs. Also, when we measured,
6 more quarters on that one?
They're incorrect. Someone put the wrong springs, wrong drums on, which changes the entire pull of the system. So here it is. We got a failure on the logic board here. Got a failure on it. Oh, look at this. Brandy new. Right there. So we'll get that changed out. We'll get that changed out and we'll update you. We won't bore you with the change out on it. All right, back with you. Got it all swapped out. There it is. Let's give it a shot. Should probably clean that up. That's a mess. There it is, nice and closed. We got our buttons in here we can use. There it goes. We'll get that cleaned up a little bit and closed up. There we go. Clean wiring, all replaced. Well, there you go. That's it. Little 3-hour trek one way. 3 hours back, little job there at the post office, and that's it for the day. So just want to kind of let everybody kind of see what we do, and you know, it's important sometimes, you know, based on those springs and everything that were there. You know, it's important to make sure that you're hiring qualified people. You know, not every service technician and every installer is necessarily as knowledgeable as the other. You know, everybody's got to start somewhere. But you want to make sure that you got a company that knows what they're doing and, you know, has the right values. Where if we have a newer service tech who's no longer with someone and is on their own, and they run into an issue, instead of just cobbling something together, you know, they have the ability to call the office. They don't feel that calling to make sure something is correct is a punishment, where a lot of the companies, it's not that way. And when you can't call to get answers to something you don't know or haven't quite seen, it's where you end up with, hey, we got this door here, like we're on right now. Somebody just did those springs. Those are new springs, new drums, and the door balances terribly, which is something we'd like to fix on the spot. Of course, you know, is the post office gonna want to pay for that? Is the customer we're at gonna want to pay for that? Is it something cheap enough that we could do just to make it right and eat the cost, which we do a lot of times? But something like that, those are going to be pricey springs. Drums aren't cheap. New cables, I mean, a ton of labor involved. I mean, that's not just something we could just eat. So it's something we're going to definitely quote out. But, you know, doing stuff that way causes problems for a lot of other things. You know, that's part of the reason that operators having problems, and that's one of the newer openers. Again, it's just making sure that you got a company with good values that's going to make sure they treat you right. A lot of times that's going to be large companies. A lot of times that'll be small companies. It's no saying what size company it is. It's just the right company for you. And you can't base it on price. Sometimes it'll be cheap, sometimes it'll be expensive. And if it's expensive, is it really? You know, we're not the most expensive, we're not the cheapest. However, you'll spend more with us than you will with some others. That being said, you spent it once. You're not going to have the same issue again. So in the long run, it is cheaper. It's cheaper to have someone that knows what they're doing, do it correctly. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Wanted to give you guys a little glimpse into what we do, and we'll see you on the next one.